Alright. Hello, hey YouTube. Again. Um, Thought I'd do an EDC video. Mentioned I was going to do this in one of my other videos. So, yeah, here we go. Let me get into it real quick. I mentioned in the other video, one of my older but more recent EDC videos, I talked about my philosophy with this. I call it my EDC war belt. Um, just because looking at my life, I didn't see it super practical to have a secondary war belt, partially because of the way I carry my pistol. I carry it strong side with the belt loops. Uh, it just works out way more practical and holds the gun a lot tighter for me with what I'm doing and my body's build and things like that. So, with that being the case, it would take way too long to get the gun off to put on a whole new belt system and holster and all that kind of stuff. Now, I am looking at getting a daily carry holster with retention for other things. But yeah, so that's where kind of this idea started. So let's start with the one thing that doesn't go on my pants. That I also usually only carry on the weekends, just because of the way I carry it. And that's my custom-made Tanto knife. This is a D2 tool steel. Needs a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of rust on there. Made this when I was in high school in a machine technology class at the local community college here. And then I have this rigged up old ratchet strap into a shoulder harness. So that's that. Get that out of the way. I do love that. It's a lot of fun. Next thing, kind of the crux of everything, the belt. So this is a Core Essentials ratcheting gun belt. I really do like these belts. The ratcheting system is amazing. It holds up really well. This belt's been worn every single day since I got it, and I've beat the piss out of it, and it's still like it's way more flexible than it was, but it's still super rigid. Like I can't, you see that I can't collapse that. So it still holds the gun beautifully. On the belt, over by the buckle side, which is always on my left, I carry a spew. This kind of is a get off me tool. That's always just there. Underneath that, I have the clip. One of the clips for the mag carrier system I showed in another video. My Minuteman setup, if you look at that video, you'll see that drop leg rig that I run for my mags clips into this, and I'll show you the other one here in just a second. But yes, that's going to be on my left. That's the belt and starting my left side carry. So I guess we'll continue going around the belt that way. We'll get to the gun last on the belt. The next thing up would be my flashlight. It's just a generic Amazon pouch. Really need to clean that lens off again. This is a Surefire. I always forget the model of this one. I'll have to look it up later, but good light. I've had it for years, and it's again been abused and beat, and it still keeps running. Right after that is the second clip for the drop mag carrier, which I forgot to mention that is an HSGI gear product, and I love it. Next up is my multi-tool with a pair of shears in the back, just some generic utility shears, and this is a Leatherman rebar. So I do need to replace it because I've broken one of the tools on it. I've broken a couple of Leathermans at this point in my life. Next thing up on that side of my belt is, keep in mind it's my left hand side. Tourniquet, Cat 7. I do need to get a new one because this one's getting worn out. Oh, sorry, my legs are getting cramped. Belt keeper that just kind of goes right. Or sorry, not keeper. Yeah, keeper for the tongue. Anyways, last thing on the belt is my trauma kit. I do carry this in the small of the back. It's not a Blue Force Gear one. It's an Amazon knockoff. I wanted to see if I even liked the concept before I spent the money on the Blue Force Gear one, and I really do. So now I'm just saving up to actually afford the nice one. This one works okay, but it is falling apart on me, so I definitely need to upgrade that. I'm sorry, that's not the last thing on the belt. That's just small on the back. Last thing on the belt is my pistol. Right now, just in a Bravo concealment holster, TLR1 weapon light. Love this thing. Holosun 507C red dot is a Smith & Wesson 2.0. It's a full-size frame. with the compact slide. I've told the story of how I did that and why I have the W.H.Y slide from the compact on a full size. So you can go hunt that video if you really want to know. But love this gun. Been with me for a long time now. Good bit of rounds through it, and just a lot of daily carry abuse, and it's never complained, never given me any issues. Just keep it cleaned up and lubed properly, the way you should maintain any weapon, and it always comes back. All right, now getting into the pockets. This is my right side and my left side. So my right front pocket, carry an Ontario Wrap Model 1. Love this knife. Need to sharpen it badly, but tough knife. Some cheap Skull Candy Bluetooth headphones, a little bit of sanitizer, Bic lighter, always carry my Bic. Keys for the church, where I'm one of the leaders at. Flint and steel. In all my flint and steel, I keep the tool for the Hollow Sun 507, which, let me talk about that for a second, the 507. If you're looking at getting one of these Hollow Suns, and you don't really plan on using the circle reticle, because for me, the circle and dot, I tried that. I liked it for a little bit, but it wound up getting too busy, and I was just using the circle. So I switched to just the circle, and I didn't really like that because it didn't have anything in the middle. So I kind of felt like I was lost in the optic, and this is all just me personally. I know the people that don't have these hang-ups with it, but I did. So I'm running it as just the dot. So if I had to buy it again, I would just buy the 407C. The only difference, because you can get a 407C with or without solar panel, like this one has a solar panel. So if you wanted that, which again I don't see a need for it, but if you wanted that, you could get the 407 with it, and it comes out about $100 cheaper. Oh, sorry, I hurt my ankle somehow. I don't know what I did to that. Oh, there it goes. It comes out about $100 cheaper, and because it's just the dot, it's not the circle dot reticle. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. Some advice, and then I just keep this tool here. I've not had to adjust my zero once I set it. Never had an issue, and when I say I beat that up, like it is constantly running into things. I'm constantly crawling around something, climbing over something, or squeezing past something, and it's hitting metal, wood, concrete all the time. But I do have it so I can replace the battery because it has a little battery tray, and that screw is so small that finding the Leatherman I carry doesn't have a bit small enough for it, and finding one if I don't bring it is a pain. So I keep it attached to that. Right rear pocket, getting back to it, is just my wallet. It's a nice full grain leather wallet. Carried the same wallet for well over a decade now. I never got into swapping them out. Starting in my back left pocket, these hang from my belt loop to my pocket to keep them from jingling. Those are my work keys, so get those out of here. Reload for the M&P. This is a 17 round mag with a +6 extension from Strike Industries. Do love this setup. It's worked really well for me. No issues out of it. This was a I can't think of the exact name. It's a SWAT something tourniquet, the little rubber one you see in a lot of different kits. I carried it for so long, all the little markings to know when you pulled it tight enough were gone. I like carrying it not as a tourniquet, but as a pressure bandage, because that's a lot easier to do. Yeah, if I needed to, I could just pull and stretch and pull and stretch and pull and stretch until it cuts off blood flow. But yeah, the other thing, I don't have it here because it's charging, and my left side front pocket is my phone. That's why you don't see much else for that. So it'd be phone, my personal keys, and vehicle key, and a pen, and that's all I carry in that front left pocket. And yeah, that's my basic loadout for everyday carry. And yeah, I do try to keep it stripped down a little bit on the belt, so I have room to expand if needed and throw on extra mags and things like that. Because like I said, I do see this as a daily carry war belt kind of setup. So I try to have all my bases covered, have tools that I need to sustain with just what I have on my person, as well as being able to add things. So Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you got any questions, let me know. Peace.